Now that we worked on the MHU offset of our wind gear, it is time to look at upwash tables. So let me hide this bottom graph first, and we'll first focus on upwash angle. So at the top we have a table which gives us a whole bunch of numbers for the 6 tacks and 6 jibes that we selected. The top part for the upwind is for the tacks, bottom for the jibes. And in each of those cells we have boat speed. So this here will be the average of the 6 tacks while on port, and then values on starboard. Then anything that's yellow is what we're already post-calibrating. Remember that we've calibrated the speedo, so we may have new values here. Same thing for the true-in angle and such. We also have the deltas here. So traditionally on a boat, the way you would calibrate the upwash angle is you will go maybe upwind and do a couple of tacks. Then the first thing you want to look at is what was your heading or maybe your course over ground from one tack to the other, and say it was about 80 degrees. Then you'd expect a true-in angle to be around 40, because half of 80 is 40. And if you have, in our case, we have less than that, that means that your true-in angles are probably reading a little bit too wide. The way we also do it on board the boat is to look at the true-in direction, the delta between the two, divide that by 2, and that's what we're going to correct. But in effect, Calibrator will actually do a lot of the work for you, so you don't have to try to remember, is it before or after, is it negative sign or not. So we can see that there is a delta of true-in direction tack to tack on average, and we see this in those graphs here as well by true-in speed, what's the delta true-in direction. And so what we'll do is we'll bring up our upwash table. So we had it initially all as zeros. And now all you have to do is look at the red cell. So let's looking at the upwind calibration. We want to look at the original true-in speed, so that's around 9, so we'll be around this 8 knot row. Now remember that for upwash angle tables, it's a lookup table that is in fact not a function of true-in speed and true-in angle, but really original true-in speed and original true-in angle. And so getting back to those red cells, we're in the row around 9 knots of wind speed, so that's going to be 8 for us, and upwinds around 38, so around 40. So this is probably the cell that we're going to look at. By how much do we want to correct it? And we want to look at the last red cell here, which is the course angle, and 1.9. And if you, in fact, if you look at 1.9, it's actually roughly half of this true-in direction delta, so what we were doing with our little notebook on the boat. So let's type in 1.9 in here. And if I click OK, I can see that my true-in angles got corrected, and we are now, our true-in angle are very close to matching those course angles. The true-in direction tack to tack is getting a lot closer to 0, so that's definitely an improvement. We probably need to do the same exercise on the downwind. We can see that the true-in angles are probably reading a little bit too tight. By how much? By almost 4 degrees. So let's go and change that. So in the downwind, in roughly 8-9 knots as well, I want to add 4 degrees here, and done. We're now a lot closer. It's not perfect yet, but it's definitely an improvement. We would want to do work on those over multiple sailing sessions.